I think it's Chaos Knight for Nico Baby. And then like when it comes to not having the ultimate last pick, what is Aster? What's more important here? Probably just picking up your mid because you probably have more options out of your 4 position. Unless there's some really specific 4 that they have in mind.
Yeah, they're taking a decent chunk of time to think of this one. Already though, I like this Aster draft. We're only 3 picks in. I know you say it is telegraphed what they want to do, right? Jug wants to farm, but having a Jug Lich lane already, that compared to the lanes they had last game, already feels a little bit better.
Sure. If they wanted to hide the pick, then well, I guess it doesn't matter because they don't have last pick either way.
Yeah.
But maybe I'd like some split. I'd like some magic damage or pure damage here. So I don't think Lena's bad. I'm not sure if you can pick a hero that takes advantage of Empower. I think you need something that's a little bit a little bit heavier in the magic damage because there's an Omni. I like fast damage against Leshrac always. And Leshrac, like, he's a Yule's buyer. That's going to be one of the way he defends himself against Juggernaut Omni Slash. So it sets up your Lena.
Okay.
What else? Death Prophet, Razor. Okay.
Guess they go with the Razor because they also probably assume what we do, that it will be a melee core on Nico Baby, so this makes it a tad better.
Yeah, I guess sort of hits hard against some of the other heroes Nico Baby's known for, like his life stealers and such. I mean, so the other dream sort of hero to utilize the Empower if Rubik does get that steals is the PA, and Razor maybe sort of dissuade you from doing that yourself. But I think you could definitely sort of see arguments elsewhere for the PA with the Bloodlust and the Omni backup, a hero that can kill the Jug very quick if Blade Fury is used out of place, which can also be nice. But CK, as Cap said, definitely the other big one that sort of stands there.
I think it's good they picked up Razor because I think this would have been a sick Bristleback game for Alliance, right? We've seen a lot of these carry Bristlebacks come forward. They look really strong. It's obviously quite good versus Juggernaut because half of the hits from Omni Slash hit your back. I believe that's how that works. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, because you can. I remember we tested it. You can turn as Bristles, so you're blocking every hit.
Yeah, and like most people are just going to go like one direction. So block half, right?
It does end up pretty much being 50-50. Yeah.
And then that's like a physical damage hero that like doesn't care about spin. Like it's always
just quells.
Yeah, he just kind of like keeps hitting you with his built-up damage. I still think CK is pretty good. Gyro is still out there in the pool, but it's Gyro into Jug, so maybe not that.
It's going to be Aster last. They get this last ban into pick. Obviously, Alliance with the overall pick.
And Alliance is banning the Centaur, so catering for the fact that they feel that the support combo could be still the Lich and the Magnus rather than the Magnus being the position 3. But I sort of like what Cap's idea was that Aster would save the 4 for the last pick anyway, grabbing that mid as they did second to last, because there's a lot of flexible 4s that they could still slot into the roles here.
I've seen the Slark match up into the mag lineups because it kills the mag in lane a lot, and then you have this Shadow Dance versus Omni Slash and.
Way to get it away.
Not a ton of lockdown right now.
Do you think could Alliance get away with trying to overrun them with a Lycan last pick?
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
If they like playing quick. Well, there's a Rasta, so.
Lycan sort of it eats a Rasta. Sure, there's sort of like the static link, but you could certainly let's try and play fast and punish them.
You have all this stuff that makes Omni Slash worse. You're a fast hero that can break the static link. Oh, they're going to play the ranged.
So I am very curious to see.
It's got to be it's going to be Nico Baby
Lash. It is Nico Baby Lash.
Yeah. So they wanted
they care about their lanes a lot, right? Yeah, it sounds like that's what Alliance saying. Like, we cannot lose our lanes that hard. We got to take a ranged hero here. And it's different. Obviously, we talked about this Nico Baby. He's been playing these Voids, the Life Stealers. He carries games. Now you're on a Leshrac. And this Team Aster lineup, I like it a lot more than last draft, at least. You got tower taking, you got an empowered Jug. You know what you have to do. What do you guys think? Who are you favoring?
I just don't like the fact that they don't have a great way to get on top of Sniper, and when they do, he's very well protected by the Omni Knight in this game because all their damage is, most of their damage is physical, right? The only thing this is literally the only thing I'm worried about is the fact that it's Limp who's going to have to carry the game rather than Nico Baby, and I don't think Limp is like your playmaker who creates the space for Nico Baby. That formula works really well. I don't think the formula works as well the other way around. Yeah. But I would still side with Alliance. That's nothing against Limp. It's more about his playstyle, like what he's best at. He's best at running around with these Linas and like killing people, and then maybe he dies once. But that's okay because you've already done your job.
You have a carry in Nico Baby, yeah.
Like you want him to play the extremes.
Owen, how you feeling?
I think I've got to go with Aster on this one. I'm just a little unsure. Seeing both of the cores being the Lesh and the Sniper, they feel a little glass cannon, and in terms of saves, right, it is all down to 33, and I could certainly see this being a game where the Omni Knight falls behind and he is just having to play that sort of saving position. And these two cores, they still seem very vulnerable. There's a Jug Magnus on the other side. They're going to have a lot of pressure, a lot of push. They have that sustain themselves. The Frost Shield, a well-microed healing ward at the back lines is going to severely limit what Limp's going to be able to do, sort of peeping away at those at the front. And you lose a few fights or two. The push from the Serpent Wars, it's going to be strong. So, no, I'm not 100% sure with this Nico Baby Lesh. I think Aster's got this.
Okay, so a little bit split. That means the possibility of a Game 3, it could be around the corner, or it still might be 2-0. Let's go to our casters. It's Motpax and Lyrical Gangsta.
Oh, damn.
Talk about a throwback.
The NEL tags. How dare he?
Jesus.
All right?
That was unbelievable. Back in the day. Man, Motpax.
Thank you.
By the way, we do have, last game they heard us giving all this praise on a Nico Baby. They run the handoff play now. They're passing the ball over to Limp and say, carry this ball, take us the distance. What do you think?
Can he be the playmaker? Or rather not the playmaker for once.
Yeah.
He has become that hard carrying the sniper. Now, I know our boy Kyle, I believe, had a pretty epic quote at, I think it was Hamburg, where he said, "Clip this. Alliance will stop winning whenever Limp has to carry the game," I believe was basically it. If Limp is the win condition, they know win.
So you've set us up about the Kyle flame.
Dude,
right
I'm just
now.
saying. I clipped it. I have that clip. Because, I mean, frankly, he's kind of right, Like, whenever they look incredible. This guy's went, 11-0-7 or whatever on Faceless Void. The guy is an absolute beast. He's so good at taking all that farm and, receiving all of that pressure from his teammates and getting it done. Whereas Limp, as a player, has not traditionally seen a lot of success when he's playing that role. He is more so the spaceman.
Keep in mind, Kyle, ex-teammates with Mr. Limp himself, knows him very well. Spopica is going to take a beating here. Fata giving him this big old club. Nico Baby finds the stun through the trees. There's only one way that man goes, and it was right into his clutches.
Wow, he can play ranged heroes? This guy's amazing. Nico Baby can do it all.
Jesus. I don't want this just to become like a
the
love
Nico
fest
Baby
on
show.
Love Fest,
Dude, what choice do you have? The guy, look at him! Look at him! He's getting more stuns.
Oh God!
What are you talking about?
He's chasing
Love.
XXS. What you gonna do?
Love, love, love! Another stun in 2 seconds. Can we love it? Oh, we got level 2. The range creep died. Oh my God! Wow, I thought he was dead.
Unbelievable.
Timely time to get the second point there. Or maybe he had it skilled out. Or it probably was unskilled. I wasn't looking. Is that what happened?
I'm just going to leave it at that. Yes, that's definitely what was happening.
All right, perfect.
They're so good.
Yeah.
This Dota 2 thing. SCCC playing on the Juggernaut. A little bit of a change up here. As far as the matchups go with the mag, I feel like I like Jug less, but when you add in the Lich, that lane all of a sudden becomes so much better.
Does it versus Rubik Omni Knight though?
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
That's a spooky lane.
Limp has been missing a couple CS here. Underneath the tower, 4-1 right now versus the 6-7. 7-9 from Chuan.
All right, well, he's single Wraithband Sniper. All right, we'll let it go for now. Oh, he missed that one.
Anskin taking the damage, but so too is Fade. Trying to bring him down. Can they get this kill? Needs one more punch, and it is not going to be there. Instead, they throw out the Frost Blast and get the kill onto Handskin.
Well played by Fade there. Draws him all the way in and then helps get the kill for his carry. And him having the boots now too, you can see Omni trying to save up for those. He's still very far away, so they really want to get a kill now at level 3 with the next spin, if possible.
Bobica hiding off in the trees there was looking for a courier snipe, but not able to get it. I think it was a Hasterin that we saw, and he is just going to have to do something else at this time because it's not very helpful.
He's probably thinking that, as we were just talking about, that second Wraith Band will be coming out, because like Sniper doesn't need to like bring in the regen yet, but he's just trying to improve his last hitting, so trying to anticipate that early courier movement.
Down bottom, XXS. Again, one of his classic heroes, the Mag. This was the hero that he really gained prominence on.
I don't think of any other hero when I think of this guy. I just think Mag.
He's a beast. Punches now. Uh-oh.
Alright,
Careful
can
about
we
the
hate him now?
turnaround. The Jace didn't want to go for the shockwave play.
This guy's washed, dude. That's it. He missed a stun. That's it. Mark your calendars, guys. This was the day where the Nico baby love train ended. That's all it took. Now, Alliance fall by the wayside. Just another team in Europe. The big dogs come back for the next major. The addictions begin.
Well,
it's a harsh downfall. The Dota scene's very cruel.
God, look at the denies on that Razor. 11 denies. More denies than last hits. Dude, Chuan is giving him the business. It is pretty tough right now. You just can't get anything.
My panelists said they didn't want bad lanes. This doesn't look like a good lane.
No.
Panel?
What's going on, guys? I mean, granted, they're not the ones that drafted, so
that's
more
fair.
Alliance. But at least one lane that's going fairly well is the Omni Knight. And, you know, if you look down bottom, the Lesh is having a good time as well.
I mean, this sniper was snapped up pretty quick after that Shaman, too.
Oh, the skewer away to keep Bobica alive. Nico Baby trying to run down that Shaman, but he is going to be able to hide off into the trees, get the little walk away, and didn't decide to run. He's just going to get beaten to death.
The next level play didn't work. Was maybe hoping he could juke him and then survive for the bounty rune. I'm not sure, but either way, you know that's where Fada's going because he's the big ogre. And Bobica, he's going for the stack instead. Bobica, no.
Oh no, he's not going to get it.
Oh, he doesn't have shackle anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he can't get there.
Like even if he hexed, it's not going to be long enough from the range that he has on the spell to contest the ogre.
No.
But that is a big loss. Both bounties and XXS is now into the jungle to just get the recovery stacks set here from Bobica, who's going to make a long run all the way up.
Look at this. And Chuan just steals away that damage from the Sniper, and Sniper can't really do anything about it as Fade trying to stay alive there. But Purification comes through to find the finish. 3-3, definitely having a good time so far.
Yeah, SCCC wound up spinning out defensively there. So clearly the whole level 2 Blade Fury play did not come to fruition.
3-3 walks back in again, bringing SCCC down fairly low. Bobica
no
has
shackle
run from the middle lane and finally catch up to him, and now 3-3 finally looks like he might be a bit too far forward and gets punished for it.
Yeah, it's just a bit too slow there with the help of the Frost Shield, and you can see he's gone for the no Heavenly Grace. We've seen this discussed a couple times versus like Lich. Same thing with Legion, where the benefits of the Chain Frost or the Frost Shield rather is that you can't just dispel it, right? Because it's constant instances, so you can't rely on that purge to help you out. So a little bit less value in the skill in this lane.
Okay. Kind of a nice little build to change things up in the laning stage at least. Do expect to see some more of that later on, though. It's one of the best ways to help deal with the mag, along with that GA. And Sniper 19-7, still struggles.
Yeah, it's time to clean it up, though, right?
Yeah.
Ogre.
I can't really do much right here.
Bloodlust. They were going on both lanes there, too. SCCC got in trouble up top.
Oh, and they used it. Can they get the finish? Not going to kill him. Fada gets the TP out.
Ogre. Man, Fada owns on Ogre, I have to say. He reaches that like nice skill level on the hero where he is like maxing out the HP bar over and over, constantly baiting spells to be thrown on him, and really aiding the regen of his carry.
Not gonna lie to you, it's not a phrase I've heard that often about Ogre players.
I know, it's hard to show the skill, but I seriously think Fada brings it out in the hero.
He's a monster. You can see that SCCC has evacuated the lane. Meanwhile, Nico Baby chasing forward, does have a stun available, just pops the Pulse Nova and trying to get the rundown now onto Bobak, who's also in no man's land. As he finds the stun from the high ground, gets that kill too.
I mean, talking about running the entire map, right? Like,
yeah.
He just ran top. He ran like through the river, between the towers, trying to find a kill. I mean, they were using this vision that was laid down earlier.
And they're taking the stacks as well.
Do you have a mag lineup? We would like to invade. I think that's also partially why they took this Razor, is that Razor is one of these heroes that can actually invade and steal stacks too. So you're denying it away from Alliance, but it's also just another hero that can farm your own stacks and try and contest if the enemy team comes in here. So just great early vision set up here once again from Alliance.
And now you've got a situation as well as they're going to try and finish these ones off ASAP, where it's boots of travel done on Lesh. Like, if you step too far forward with one of these heroes in a lane, a quick stun could lead into a kill super easily.
Nico Baby already playing this like active hero extremely well, and now with the boots of travels, it just gets easier for him. He's just going to zoom right back to this bottom lane. What kind of opportunities can they create? He can basically TP into lanes where 3-3 is, set up a stun into a purification onto himself. Plenty of damage put out this early in the game. And SCCC, like, only Omni-Touch every 2 minutes. I feel like they don't have a great way to stop these tower pushes. They're about to come out from Alliance.
One thing that we're seeing kind of nice from Aster right now, at least, is Fade was able to get 2 different D wards in the last couple of minutes. So trying to shut down some of that vision since they know where it's going to be after that initiation came in earlier on.
Bit of a Pyrrhic victory, though, considering like the ward already served its purpose. But
that's true.
Fada did just get scouted, so now that's going to be another ward dead here.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like a little bit too easy. He can probably go like right here, cover the high ground as well as back over on that classic spot. Don't.
No,
he went for the double.
It's the wrong way.
He out
wait, there's another
himself.
one over there. What the hell? Maybe I'm not sure if that one got caught or not, but we'll see. And Fata is just way behind enemy lines. There you go.
That's just a sentry anyway, though, right?
Yeah.
He just goes back.
What is he doing?
He's living the ogre life.
He's hanging out. He sees SCC run away. No, I don't want to be here anymore. Just clap my way back home. So bounty runes, 2 apiece, and tome time. Let's see what they do with it.
Well, the ward is spotting that they're farming in here. Doesn't quite see the stacks that SCCC's getting. So, although they hit the vision, they are still getting a little bit of farm on their heroes. Unfortunately for them, Alliance are just taking your towers as punishment.
Well, they could have gone for the stun there, but maybe deciding not to go in. And Alliance pressuring for this tier 1 tower mid, but Razor's going to come in and put the kibosh on it, stop the pressure. Oh, and look at that. Midas Sniper. We've seen that before.
Yep, the cooldown talent, of course, at level 10. One of the best reasons to go for this item. So we'll be seeing Limp get there as well. And meanwhile, Bobaka finally gets his tome. It doesn't even get him to level 6, though. As he's down here all by himself, wants to try and force some pressure on this tower so they can't just bully his tier 1 mid. Now a smoke from Fada and Hanskin. How many wards they got? They got 1 observer and 2 sentries, so they're just looking for a connection up top here to Nico Baby, who's again pushing your towers. He's got the boots of travel wherever you go. Like, he's up here pushing your tier 2, and he has bots available. Yeah. So you make this full rotation, he's out of here, and you're just going to lose the tower somewhere else.
They did see Chuan and Fata heading over there, so it does look like the Ogre not actually going to go down as they get the lift and then the walk away. Hanskin trying to slow it down, the plasma field. And he is still going to be able to make the runaway, but Chuan has a lot of damage. 56 stolen, and, well, they can't get the kill.
Everyone else ditched.
They're gone.
I mean, if XSS skewers in there and then tries to shockwave, he probably just gets the skewer stolen, and then Hanskin lives for sure anyway, so I don't think they really had a play. And exactly as predicted, they make the full defense. Nico Baby instantly boots travels down bottom. Buffered the attack from bottom from the Shadow Shaman and the Jug. Shaman rotated up top with the wards, so didn't dump them on the tower down bottom while the Jug was cutting the wave.
Oh, and you can see they dropped another Sentry Ward, hoping to find that vision in the triangle, but it's still outside of range. So keeping that vision in the area on the side of Alliance, very frustrating. They know exactly where Aster is.
Yeah, they got a little greedy there. Like, there's really only 3 places. You either ward that one that fought a Hez, one of the 2 pillars, or like down here on the stairs.
Yeah.
And that ward in the middle just it misses both of them. But you're trying to like go for this value play.
Chance.
Dude, this is
A dream. Bobica, he wants it so badly. Give this man a kill. The stun, it's going to connect. Does Nico Baby get out of there? The GA to make sure he gets away. Oh, no.
that was this game right there. That's it. All right, I'm good.
Oh.
The one hope. He went for it all, but no matter what they do, Aster just can't seem to find a victory in this early portion of the match.
4,000 gold lead at 13 minutes.
Oh,
in
that
a
was
day
painful.
of stomps. It's
That was-
looking like we might have another.
Yeah, that was Bracer Dota, baby. Value stats, Bracer and Null.
Getting towards that Yule Scepter next.
Man, Nico Baby might just be good at Dota, guys. He might be more than a one-trick pony. He's got at least 2 tricks. We can confirm. Will there be more? Who knows?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Find out as their run continues here.
More at 11. As they get the lift up on the SCCC, follow up with the stun, and my man can't get out of there in time. Well, maybe a turnaround here as they get the spin stolen by the Rubik. That's enough to find the follow-up kill. Nico Baby not going to get brought down, and XXS killed off by the triple kill from Hanskin.
Do you see how he like held that RP? Because he was trying to delay long enough so that when the spin ended, there would be less of a window for them to actually kill the Jug, right?
Yeah.
Because like he knows he's trying to get off the Omni. So he's like trying to delay the RP, but his Jug's so low, and they just couldn't find that timing where he'd actually be able to end the spin in time here. And yeah, this is exactly what I mean here, because he gets stunned up, and XS is just like, I gotta help him, and he's like, all right, I gotta wait, my Jug is screwed. My Jug's gonna die. Like, just can't get the Omni off. Even if he gets it, I mean, he's probably dead too, but at least they might have taken out 1 or 2 with him. And Nico Baby, again, just like pushing the limits here on that last track, dropping very low, but he's still 4-0-3, and I'm just going to keep saying his name because he's doing everything for the team right now. They have a 0-0-2 sniper who's second on the net worth because Limp is just loving this game. He is just getting all of the farm, doing a great job of cosplaying Nico Baby right now.
Status distance and 3-3 is able to get the walk away, and guess who's here? Mr. Limp. Well, okay. He's just going to get the walk away afterwards. So he doesn't even really need to show up at this point. No. But space is being created. That is for sure. As the skewer comes out, and Hanskin going to get his spin away. Omni Slash coming through. Okay. They find themselves a kill, get themselves on the board, but look who's here now.
That was a kill streak, though.
Bata. Looks like SCCC will escape for the moment, but Nico Baby looking for the follow-up. The fear is there. Does he have the stomp afterwards? Not quite going to be on the mark. Instead, turning on to XXS, using the Pulse Nova to bring him
Fata's going
down.
for the solo kill.
He wants it. And somebody's going to be here to clean it up. No, he gives it over to his captain.
Wow, I can't believe it.
What a guy.
What? Where's the lightning, dude?
No,
you take that. No, if I'm the Ogre, I'm like, what are you? Excuse me? You take that kill. What do I want gold for?
He's got to get his Midas, man.
I would much rather my Leshrac just do it.
Spread the wealth.
Fought a happily land Ogre players, dude. He just walks behind a tier 2 and just drops a ward. No cares.
This is their map. They get to do what they want.
It's looking like their series so far. I just want to cast the game of Dota 2. Is that so much to ask?
That's not what we do here.
No.
We just watch people get soccer feels like.
Gotta make it a little further in the bracket, it seems.
So, 16 minutes in, 6,000 gold lead, and Alliance looking to prove them haters wrong. By haters, I mean Kyle.
Well, to be fair, Nico Baby's kind of been the win condition this game.
That's true.
I don't know if it's really been Limp. In order to become the win condition, like, your teammates have to drop the ball at some point, which is a realistic expectation. Like, they're going to push a little too far or something, and that's where this anchor hero to, like, save it all, and the sniper comes into play. And so far, I mean, Limp's doing great. He's hitting creeps. Nothing much has been asked of him this game, but, you know, it's not much, but it's honest work.
Efficiency there. Right as the Midas comes off cooldown, hits it on the very last mud golem.
I mean, the Midas comes down. He's got the creeps cleared. They're all going to spawn.
Oh, it's
And
nice.
he starts crossing the river, and he's like, nah, never mind. Neutrals are back, guys.
That's not where I live.
You guys got that covered over there? That's cool.
This is my home. Just want to punch some creeps. Hasterin for Lesh. See if they want to make something happen down bottom. Possibly to see that rotation by the Ogre at the very least.
Oh. We spent this whole game talking about Alliance because they've just kind of been running the show here, but Aster, what do you do to get yourself back in this game? I mean, you have another Omni Slash, so that's there. You have a Jug who has now finished a, is that Diffusal done? Is that, yeah, it is finished. All right, that's very nice,
BKB
actually.
on Razor.
And they don't have BKB on Lesh, right? He went Kaya? Okay.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Yeah, there actually is. This is like a legitimate fighting opportunity now. Oh, man, this Aegis would be so good. This is like so well timed from Alliance. Give it to Nico, baby, I think.
See if they can get it. And do they take it fast enough? Aster, a couple of pings are coming out. They might have an inkling that it's going on as Fade takes down the wards.
I think they're too late, though.
Yeah, it's looking like a little bit too late.
Man, this is so good by Alliance. That was like one window, right? This BKB on the Razor. They can still fight. It's just now I don't think it's an advantageous situation here.
Right. And you give it over to the Lesh.
Yeah, that's definitely the correct play here. I think they have trouble reaching the Sniper in the first place. If they reach Sniper, you probably lost the fight anyway.
Dropping the wards in the midst of it. Guess who stole it? Hanskin turning it back against them now. Green is better than orange. This Nico baby walking into all of them. Well, is that Haster and available if he so desires? Did actually pop it there, and the Yule Scepter purges off. So, that's it. Couple heroes dead.
Yeah, 2 supports down there. And Jug is still farming. I mean, you notice that net worth gap was starting to shrink. It shrunk back down to like 4K for a second there before that team fight. And at least Bobica did get the kill on Fada, so it wasn't terrible. If they can defend this tower, this would be huge for them.
Schwan, safe, and the tower will fall.
Yeah, SCCC is not moving over, and that's the only way that they can have a chance at it, right?
Get a little bit of the Omni taunt. One of the high tier ones.
Yeah, very nice. Unfortunately, Ursa has still not made his way back into the meta, so we don't have the unicycle symbols. I cannot wait for that day. I think Ice Rock should just buff heroes based on the need to see their taunts, and that need for me is extremely high.
Yeah, that hero is super dead.
Bring back support Ursa and core Ursa, so we just have them in every game, and I just get to see symbol Ursa.
Oh, Nico Baby's alone. Zine is not here at all. He's walked into hell. Fada nearby, trying to slow it down. Can they kill him off in time? Almost there. Just Omni slash that man.
No,
Nico Baby, the RP comes out. They're already killing him once. Chain Frost gonna bounce around a little bit. Only hits onto 2. They have round 2, though. It's not quite looking like it. SCC tries to run away. XXS running into Fada.
Fada, get the bounty.
And the RP that was stolen by Hanskin, they turn it now onto the Jug, who's just going to get eliminated. And it looks like they run one last time in XXS, who will finish his TP and get out of there.
So they can't drop the Omni. They have to get the kill on the Leshrac first, and then you Omni Slash on the Aegis. But Fada waited until the Aegis was coming back up, and he stunned the Jug. So he couldn't go for the Omni Slash right away. That allows Nico Baby to get the proper positioning, spaces himself away from the Jug, and then that forced Aster into a running away of, of that engagement. So it's just back to the chase down from Alliance.
Man, Hanskin's had a really good game so far.
This guy is like, I don't know if I want to say most improved because maybe he just like didn't have an opportunity to show himself that much last year, but given the opportunity now on this Alliance roster, he's definitely the player I doubted the most and like didn't have a lot of faith in, and he's completely proved that sentiment wrong. He's been extremely good. He basically just first picks Rubik every game and plays really well on the hero. And at this point, you know, maybe stop giving him Rubik. Like, he is at that level, I think. If you plan on picking any hero that Rubik's good against, like, if you plan on opening Mag, there's no way you should be giving Rubik over to this guy.
And you can understand the, like, fear of wanting to ban out those other ones, like
No, it was Chen. It was Chen, Mirana, Wyvern.
Okay.
You ban the Rubik and you leave the Mirana if it's Hanskin, I think.
That's fair.
If you're going first phase Mag. Because, like, Rubik's just way too good versus Magnus, as exampled there.
Well, and then, I mean, the other thing that's sort of tough about the Wyvern ban, as we do see the TP out by SCCC, is that if you ban out that Wyvern, it really telegraphs what you're going to do, and that allows for, you know, Omni and Rubik to get through. So
I mean, you have the cover of the Void at the very least, though, right? You'd be like, oh, they're banning, you know, Wyvern because they want the Void instead.
That's fair. Bobica, we get hit by the Pulse Nova, TP out.
Yeah, super sneaky.
And the game plan does not really feel like it's changed that much for Aster.
No, the small window they had has closed. They still have like a 9-second BKB on the Razor, so the fight is still feasible for them, but that BKB on Nico Baby is going to be real scary stuff.
And this is even before the sniper really comes online, too. Like, he's got survivability items right now. When we get to the later stages and he actually gets Maelstrom or Mjolnir or whatever, like, I'm terrified for this lineup.
Jeez, Nico Baby's actually such a... I can't believe he's more farmed than a sniper that's done nothing but hit creeps this whole game.
Yeah.
Like, you expect your Leshrac to, like, have died or something at least once with how aggressive he's been playing, how much space he's been creating, but the ability to just rush right into those boots of travels is just giving him all of the lane creeps. And, you know, Limp is essentially relegated to just hitting neutrals, so it's not that surprising that he's behind, even though it's only, you know, it's like 20 gold at the moment. So, obviously, they're both still doing very well overall in economy.
Big smoke up right now. Bobica leading the charge. They're going to run into Fada, but... Oh, the TP in. This could be a big one. If they find him, Hex to start this one off. They have the wards down right at the start in the Omni Slash.
That was his BKB.
That was it. Now the chase, the follow-up. Fata, he's also going to die. That was like the perfect smoke.
That
could not have gone better.
That's like that's one of those bullshit concocted scenarios we come up with. Now, is there a way they could come back in this game? Well, if they're 5-man smoked around a shrine and the Leshrac TP's in, they have a chance.
And they did.
Wow, guys. You know, we come up with 50 of those scenarios. Eventually, one of them's going to come true. Unfortunately, it didn't result in anything further. They needed, like, chase down after that, right? But you don't really want to dive because you don't know if the guy has buyback. And obviously, we know that he just bought his BKB, so he's very poor at the moment, and that wasn't going to be the case. But the chase down still looked a little bit scary. So they go back to hitting creeps and trying to farm SCCC up to a further point past the sniper and Leshrac.
I mean, any extra time that you can get on the clock right now, I think, for Aster is a good time for you, right? Like, you need to get into this Blink Dagger for Mag, who's farming Ancients right now, as 3-3 pushes out the bottom lane. They got some good damage onto that tower, so he's just the one that's now farming up these stacks on the side and getting close to the next round of Bounty Runes. It's going to be near towards his Blink Dagger.
Are we going to get a fight for these bounties down here in 30 seconds? I mean, I see Fada's coming over.
Yeah.
The other two cords are still up there. I assume Nico Baby has his bots. Actually, he'll have them with 5 seconds to spare.
All right. Or he can just walk there.
He can use his TP scroll, too. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Bounty? 5?
Let's see. It's dangerous.
All right, send in the Ogre.
Let's get it, guys. Lifted. Pull back in. Fada gets the Bounty Rune, but it looks like he's going to lose his life for the cause. Sniper up on the high ground, though. They get the spin, come in, and the GA already out. They buy back on the Ogre. Can they bring down Twan? He's just walking into them. It's a lot of physical damage out onto this Razor as Nico Baby running into all of them. A pretty good RP as they pull back in, but RP's stolen! And now Hanskin turns this back around onto them. Nico Baby still living through the 2-person stun. Double kill coming out from Twan as SCCC runs away. So they kill off the sniper. And can they find any more there? Yule Scepter left up. Hanskin throws out that
they still have Omni.
Well. They've got him caught. The turnaround, the catch. It's on to both of them. It's a ton of damage.
The creep! No!
SCCC wanted more. Still, they take down 3.
And Limp didn't buy back. The instant buyback from Fada, and then they also had the buyback from the Omni, but wasn't confident in the rest of that fight, or he might have thought they just kind of had it at that point. And, man, SCCC is holding that. We will have for the replay here. So we have the bomb defusal robot sent in Fada to see what's going on here. But he gets in a little bit too deep there on the pull.
Right.
And the GA got popped kind of early. It felt like from 3-3. I don't know why he popped it right there. Because, like, Jug was spinning. There was no threat of the Omni. Maybe he was afraid he'd get stunned, and then there would be an Omni after. That's a fair thought. And then this was sick, right?
Yeah.
The RP from XSS. So he was actually stuck in the wards with that skewer, but Hanskin actually pulled him out. So that's kind of okay.
Yeah, it ended up working out better than expected. But yeah, and then everybody, the cores are basically able to get out at that point.
Great buyback from Bobica, right? Because he's the one who buys back, makes it all the way back for that shackle on the Nico Baby. Unfortunately, though, a nice use from Hanskin comes in. He needs to sacrifice himself to get the save on Nico Baby out of that Omni Slash and shackle.
And suddenly, you got the Jug, most farmed hero in the game.
Oh, SCCC didn't have
careful.
TP. Already used your spin there, bud.
Got him caught. Bobica trying to save a life. Is it going to happen? The healing ward not nearly enough. Just giving more gold over to the big bad Lesh.
Dude, I can't believe Bobica just got out of there.
It's actually insane. Just hides in the trees.
Oh, S-Triple-C, my dude.
I was literally just talking about him doing good.
Well, you have free
like
spin TP, but it doesn't work when TP was still on CD.
That's a lot of D.
He got the D.
That's all right. 17 to 11, 3,000 gold lead. And, well, I told you it was coming. Fada. He's got his item.
He's got the golden glove.
It's flying on out to him.
Core players transitioning into support. I don't know about this.
You're just a purist.
I mean,
That's
to
the
be
problem.
fair, I'm just, self-hating, loathing of myself, so I can't allow myself to have items like Midas. Don't give me that kill. All right, well, let's see the magic here. Fada's the long walk to find something to press the button on.
Hello, creeps.
Can't Midas the ward. All right.
Camp.
All right, we got a triple camp here. He's got the 30% chance. Oh! Baby, that feels good. All right. So instantly buy
Brent,
some wards.
You can do this too in your games. You can
No.
make it happen.
I can't. I can't do it to myself. My players don't make enough space to allow this. I need a 4-staff way earlier than this.
That's fair enough.
He's got this Nico Baby and Limp guy. They're pretty good. I just have Fog.
Poor Fog.
Actually, I have Owen. That's my real issue. He's always my carry. I got to get some real early saving items.
It's true. Come back, please.
Owen, please.
That's their fountain.
Can we go? Can we go more? Can we get kills? Can we dive? All right, but Aster, they have saved this game from a complete and utter obliteration into a slightly behind Farm Fest, much to the chagrin of our viewers.
Literally the brink of elimination. And they get the skewer pull back in here. This is not bad as they take down the Rubik to start.
Wasn't Fada just there deboarding?
Yeah.
That's like, man, let me do that. I have a Quelling Blade. Why is my Rubik over there?
Caught out. It happens to the best of us. And Aster, again, they're holding on here. They're making this work. Elimination game. They do not want to go home. They want to play at the main event.
All right, well, now Limp is the win condition. We've reached that state because the game has evened out. The snowball has melted. And so now he has to be that big hard carry. So for our sniper, what are their answers currently? They have the Blink Dagger on Bobica. He's then going for the BKB after. So he just wants to blink, get in there, and stop the BKB from either Nico Baby or Limp. That will be his goal. The only problem is on top of that, there's also going to be the Heavenly Grace. So that stats resistance is going to be very obnoxious for someone like Shadow Shaman to try and deal with.
But you look at this lineup that you've got on Aster, and if Jug can get on top of either of those cores, I feel like they just blow up.
Yeah, they get totally shredded.
Granted, they do have the Yule Scepter on Lesh.
He's going for that sight there, too.
Smoke on smoke, but they're going to make a yin-yang symbol heading off the other direction from each other. Oh, or not. Or Razor's just going to show. It looks like, again, the back out. Nobody going to find each other at this point as the lead has severely dropped down just 2,000 gold.
I'm surprised that Limp is a lower level than S-Triple-C. He's doing a very good job of farming, considering this sniper had like that super early Midas, but a couple big kills there for S-Triple-C, really cleaning up his mid game. Has propelled him.
A huge part of it is just like, the graphs in the XP and how that has changed, particularly with that one big fight that we saw.
Oh yeah, comeback XP is probably the big reason, you're right.
Being able to stay alive till the end.
Limp actually kills these creeps so fast. Why is my Omni killing my Ancients?
Get away from that.
Just taunts his way out, yeah.
He is going to be going for the Aghanims. That can make a big difference as well.
That's a nice item when you have someone like a sniper.
Yeah.
He's like way in the back line. Like, he's so far in the back line that if he actually gets gone on, like they find that way to reach him, then you as an Omni are probably too far to help, actually help him.
Yeah.
Or you're already dead. So, the buyback ulti can be the play.
Shadow Blade is going to be coming out for Mag as XXS. One of his, as we've talked about a couple times during this cast, best heroes.
Yep.
It's going to be trying to be the playmaker.
He's had good RP so far. It's really hard not to give away RP.
Yeah.
It's pretty much impossible. Like, RP into Skewer is so slow. RP into Empower or even Shockwave, like just the cast animations. If a Rubik is dedicated to doing it, like he's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Right? There's not much you can do. He already has the Aether Lens too. He'll probably have the mobility item soon of the Force Staff as well, as that's still being queued up for him.
Jug has his eyes on a nullifier after going for that Scotty. That's another piece of this as well that will be pretty nice, is getting the Scotty slow onto that sniper.
Yeah, if he reaches him, the whole plan is to stick on top of him.
Yeah. Still this tier 1 tower standing in the mid lane.
Jeez, I remember when they were diving that tier 2 mid, I just begged for a game, and, well, we found one.
We did.
Now just a 2K lead for Alliance. We've gotten some interesting Dota coming our ways. They're smoked up. Bobica leading the charge here.
Gotta be careful. Could be a big jump, looking for that opening.
And Fada
Hello.
knows his role.
Come to us. Nico Baby showing up for this. They're wanting to stick around a little bit.
Man, this guy's bold.
He does have the Omni behind him.
Yeah, Omni and a BKB. It's understandable, I suppose. Also has that vision to his northeast, kind of scouting out that no one is approaching from the other angle.
And currently sitting with... just
Do
north
they
of
drop
30
wards?
more. Thinking about it. Baby is nearby. It's the stun to start it off, and now finding that he cannot go in.
Dude, Bobica is one frugal man.
He
She
is.
does not want to drop these things.
I mean, it could just get taken out afterwards. The sniper still goes
Yeah,
by.
that's the thing. If the teams don't like fully commit to the engagement, and the sniper can just like freely poke at them, then there's really no point.
Yeah. So they don't get that tier 1 tower mid, in spite of the ogre being dead.
All right, well, do they have another smoke? They do, because a Shadow Blade is coming out now for XXS, so that would be the plan for me if I were Team Aster right now. Only one smoke, though. I don't see another one besides one Bobica's holding, unless they've obviously just got it in the shop.
Jug just finished off his Blink Dagger.
Wow,
So
you got another item already? Holy.
Yeah, he decided to go that
I
instead
see.
of Nullifier.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be pretty quick farming.
Yeah, that would be rather insane. I like the Blink here. I think with the Scotty, he's kind of already committed for that, like, fighting, like, just get somewhere in the fight. You know what I mean? Like, you're tanky, you got a little bit of a control element. I don't know if the Nullifier is that necessary quite yet, so.
They might have seen the pulse
Oh,
there.
man, if
coming
they get
from the
Shadow
Razor.
Blade pop this,
This would be big.
they probably don't have detection. They actually don't.
Ooh, Force Staff to the low ground. Fade, still fine. Chuan trying to get some vision. They don't have the rest of the heroes nearby, though. They got to get the heck out. Yeah, and Fade is just going to back away.
Yeah,
Shadow
now.
Blade.
Oh, they have a sentry already down, though.
He's walking around the other
Fada's
direction.
looking to pop some smokes.
This is dangerous. Up on the high ground, the RP connects on the 2, pulls him back in with the Omni Slash on top. It's only limp, but that's a good one to get. And now the buyback comes from the sniper. They need to get out.
Yeah, they got a tier 1
Chuan,
tower mid. Run.
He's in so deep. He's got to get the heck out of there. The BKB is going to wear off relatively soon, and XXS just hoping to make something happen. They get the fear, the pull back in, the jump with the Yule Scepter to save his life for a moment. They have the wards down. Can he get out in time? The chase down, it's enough.
The last
Fade
tickles.
gets the kill.
Dude, Aster are making it happen just a little bit too slow on the steal there because, you know, the mag comes out of the invis for
Oh
the
my
blink.
God. The long arms catches 3-3. They force the buyback on Nico Baby.
Oh, that's actually terrible. Get out now.
Both cores have bought back at this point. If they can get out of this, this is a huge win for Aster, who now hold the net worth lead.
All right, well, what cooldowns are we missing here, though? Because they're just going to commit for Roche, right? There's no Omni Slash. There's no RP. This is basically Nico Baby doubling up with his sniper and saying, all right, we're just, one of us gets Aegis, one of us gets Cheese. We've taken away a lot of the momentum from Aster, even though it costs us buybacks. Now they don't have this Aegis pressing forward. I don't know if you fight this.
God, they're thinking about it.
Oh my God!
The skewer pullback! They get Nico Baby, but there's no follow-up. XXS is going to die there as they get the fear, the pull-in. They want to take him down, but they've already got that GA out.
That was a little bit too psychotic
What
for my
the
take.
hell?
Like, if your whole team's lying there and wait, that might be worth it, but I don't know XSS.
And they're going back in another round. Roche is down very, very low. Can they kill them off? No more GA left. Chuan walking brazenly into the pit. He doesn't get anything. Nico Baby gets it all. Now he's just going to have to walk away again. If they're not careful, Lip is just going to start laying into them here. Oh, Bobica, he found one. Can they get him? That's going to be a quick and easy kill. On to 3-3, and now it's Aster
they
that
got
have
the
the
Yules?
follow-up. Yule Scepter. Chase down coming, the fear. They pull him back in, and that is going to be a dead Nico Baby if they can make it happen. They do have the Aegis. Omni Slash should be coming back up again 20 seconds away as they get the lift onto Chuan. But Bobica, he found him! No, but there's going to be the pull-off. The Heavenly Grace, Bobica is eventually going to hit the dirt.
And now the Arcane Shackles.
Oh, they got him caught. That's 4 dead from Aster.
Oh,
They need to
why?
get away.
Team, why did we fight that? We won. They bought back on both cores.
Well, they've now bought back on 3 cores, and I mean, can they push? Can Aster push at this point? They're going to have everything back up again. They're buying back already, trying to save that Razor buyback. So where are we standing? What's happening? Trent, help me.
I mean, I guess I understand what Aster were doing, but it felt like they had like come out ahead in that whole engagement. Like even if they got Aegis and Cheese, I feel like they could have just like played around on the map and just wasted out that Aegis at the very least while like moving to those next core items that their heroes want anyway.
Right.
But they went for the Roach fight. They just traded kills back and forth. They forced another buyback, as you said. So currently the buyback situation is that we have the Jug and the Razor still holding on the Dire. Magus as well, but he's got a gold issue. Meanwhile, we've got the big tricore of the Leshrac, the Sniper, and the Omni all missing buybacks. So that means that when all the spells are back, which they are, and the Razor respawns, which he's about to, they're going to be looking for that smoke play and another initiation here from XSS, who's holding it both an Invis Rune and a Shadow Blade. But they've seen the Shadow Blade, they have the gem on Fada, and there's probably going to be a lot of sentries prepped for this exact moment.
The tier 1 tower still stands.
Oh, they're
there.
gemming themselves now, too. So we got Gim on Gim.
All right, all right. Did see that nullifier on the Juggernaut now. We also have the Cheese still being held by Nico Baby on this Lesh. As we get the later stages. 38 minutes in, a 3,000 gold lead, this time going the way of Alliance. They will see fade for a moment by virtue of that sneaky ward. So, understanding likely where Aster is playing. I mean, how do you take the fight at this point if you're Alliance? Like, what's the main goal? Are they trying to pick off one hero at the start, or what's the ideal fight look like for Alliance?
Definitely feels like it's counter-initiation based, where they're essentially trying to force the hand of Aster, and then they want the play from the Omni and the play from the Rubik. But the problem is the Omni has an extremely hard time executing now because he wasn't able to go for that Aghanim Scepter because he had to buy back. And now he's stuck at this like middle ground of gold. So it's basically all on hand skin.
Vision down. They got him caught. Omni slash out. There's no buyback. And now they need to run Limp, trying to get out of there. The RP dropped down. They got it stolen, but that's not good enough.
All right, Kyle was right.
They get him down. Limp is gone.
Kyle's right.
And Limp going to get caught, killed. Handskin just needs to try and slow the push, but it's coming.
BKB TP versus Mag?
The truth hurts. 40 minutes in. And Alliance now going to need to find a way.
Nico Baby's trying to do anything to pull them away from straight pushing structures.
Well, Chuan is there. They force out that BKB. Bobica, he's got eyes on a different prize, though, and it's going to be Mr. Fata as they get the lift up. Long duration hold.
Shackle.
But eventually, oh, Skewer thinking about getting the pullback.
That's the gem.
They are going to take this tier 3 tower. Glyph is still around. 60 seconds, no sniper.
They have the creeps pulled far enough to cut the back door in the mid lane.
Oh, nice. Oh, they got him, though. And now the pullback onto Rubik. He has buyback as well as they get the long duration skewer pulling them all the way into the base. Vata going to be controlled for a moment. Nico Baby pops that cheese, trying to live through this one. Chuan is on top of him, though. They do not have a great answer. The 4-step to the high ground is pretty good as they manage to kill off his Blitz with his own Frost Blast. But that is still more heroes dead with no buyback. What can they get on the side of Aster here? I mean, there's a lot of buildings that need to be taken. That's the problem.
I can't believe they just took that bottom lane with, like, that looked so wrong. How is there a tier 2 mid? The creep wave was down at the river, but the creeps, like, pushing through the mid lane allowed them to take the bottom. Very well done by Aster. And they have pulled the game back from the absolute brink. Think about how long they've been winning fights, and they're still down in kills. That's what this game was looking like.
That's insane.
Yeah. Don't give up, says Fada. All right, Fada, I will not give up on you. Despite it being a 10K lead, there is another Roche coming relatively soon and probably before the next big push here from Aster. So they'll go back spend the fruits of their labor to enhance their heroes, reach those level 25 soon on the Razor. Jug has already gotten there with the plus 600 health.
Wow, and he is 10,000 gold almost ahead of the next highest in the game. This is what happens when you get a Magnus to help you out.
And a lot of time.
A whole lot of time. And, you know, I got to be honest, it wouldn't be an Alliance game if you didn't have some type of drama towards the end. The question is, can they close it out themselves right now, or is it going to be Aster that can pull out the victory?
It's going to be Aster.
Okay.
Did you want an answer? I gave an answer.
I was hoping
Was
for
this
some
supposed to
drama.
be a yes/no question, or was this multiple choice?
This was rhetorical.
Ah, my bad.
It's
I
for
see.
everybody to come up with their own opinion.
Well, we have a Stolen Chain Frost. That's pretty hype, right?
Yeah, there you go.
It's got the green hue. Does that mean it looks cool? It's got that little thing going around it, so I think it's going to do fancy stuff.
Costs a lot of
I look
mana.
forward to that.
They have the sniper buyback now if you can get 400 more gold.
Oh, I didn't realize he has all the spells done. Oh, that's why he's that custom blue thing under his Rubik.
Yeah.
Ah, wow.
He's a special boy.
This guy plays a lot of Rubik.
You'd be able to tell. He does it really well.
All right, well, here's the smoke. Here is the potential game ender for Team Aster versus. And they're just going to follow this creep wave and hope to see a Leshrac TPing onto the wave that meets it. Will they be so fortunate?
You talk so much about like what 3-3 needs to do in this game, and it's like you got to be able to break the shackles, you got to be able to find the GA. Now you've got, you know, BKB on Shaman, so that is the only answer to that full lockdown they got pretty much.
He's just a sad boy now.
It's a tough game.
He doesn't have range. Like, his Force Staff is the only range extender he had. Like, he doesn't have the Blink Dagger. He doesn't have the Aghanim Scepter. It's very hard for him to maneuver in these engagements.
Buyback status on the Radiant, Lesh and Sniper. Maybe you do something where you try and like bait them out and see if Aster will go all in on one of those heroes and then get a buyback in a favorable position.
Aster should just be waiting for Roche. So, like, that means Alliance's next fight is going to have to be outside of the base, which obviously favors them much less than a fight on their own high ground. And to make sure that that will be the case, they will finally clean up this shrine. They moved very slowly from the bottom lane with a lot of purpose here from Aster as they now pick up a Scythe onto their Razor.
That looked like an instant Roche spawn as well.
It most certainly was.
Yeah. So they got that ready to go now. And Refresher Shard is online.
Yeah, that courier is on its way too, so they'll probably send it back in there. And they're going to look for a pick before the Roche. They've drawn the line. This is the plan, says Lich.
This is deadly. Fada's there to break the smoke.
His courier is going to give it away as it flies to the mid.
Hanskin, does he get jumped on at the start? They decide to go over on to that Rubik. He's controlled, has the wards down already and dead. Now what can Nico Baby do? Chasing down Fade. Not quite enough to get the kill.
Can they get a chase onto him, though?
Big.
Yup.
Yule Scepter. Chase down
Oh,
looking
Bubba
for it.
hexes
They're
the
getting
Omni.
able to get the BKB, but it's not enough. Omni slash Yule Scepter. Can they get away? Nico Baby not going to escape. He has that buyback available as they lose the Omni as well. And looking like they can go in for more if they want. Buyback status is available. The means to turn around the stun is there on SCCC.
That was just the rich getting richer, man. That ward up on the high ground. Bobica identifies that the only way this Lesh gets out is if Omni shows up, spots the Omni, makes a long-range blink, Hex Shackle with that extended duration, and without pre-casting the Heavenly Grace, because he's trying to reach his Leshrac and cast on him, then he winds up just stuck there forever. So, excellent play there from Aster for an easy secure on the Roche, thanks to the fact that the Rubik has no buyback. And despite buying back on 2 of their cores, there's still no opportunity for them to contest here from Alliance. Just stuck, locked in their base and thinking to themselves, well, at least they didn't end the game.
True enough. I don't know how long they're going to be able to hang on to that, though. As Refresher, if they want to do it, be round 2 and just let XXS go ham. Or decide to give it to Bobica.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Level 25. Take the ward's damage talent. Yeah!
Let's see it.
Now he just needs to go buy his own Refresher. No, he's going to save it for the Ags first. And we're going to get the double snakes now. Much less value than your typical game because there is a sniper on the enemy team. But hey, if he's hitting wards, he's not hitting your allies.
That's truth. That's just a fact.
That's just hard facts right there. There's also not really a better hero. Like double Omni, double RP is not that great versus Rubik unless you obviously catch him inside, which is difficult to do.
So, as we near the 50-minute mark. It's looking like Alliance going to have to hold on for all they're worth. Maybe a bloodlusted tier 4 towers with the glyph and trying to deal out extra damage that way. You got to look for every little thing you can possibly find in this, but it's not feeling like it's going to be enough as they take down the ward. But there are more wards that are dropped. As they pop that smoke, not wanting to give them an easy target for an opening as they get the lift up from the Rubik. Ward's still hitting away, and Limp is just tickling him. There's nothing being done there. They're going to be megged.
Surprised he went. No, they still have mid.
Oh, never mind.
That's why I'm surprised he went for that with the refresher. Like, I think they could have just dropped one, or like if I'm using that refresh shot, I really want to use my BKB. I guess he's like, well, I can't just like stand there BKB twice, or I'll probably just get picked off by a sniper if he's still up. But now Limp will at least get a lot of gold for all those wards. So there's that.
I don't know if it's going to matter, but
you don't think that 300 gold's going to save the game?
I don't think so. They got a Daedalus coming on over. I feel like that should be a rapier, personally, but he's already got the Chrysalis. So Daedalus done. Sniper bloodlusted. Everything that he can possibly pull together here.
That is one thing we haven't really mentioned is, you know, in a true, like, high ground fight, they do have the sniper.
Yeah.
I mean, a 7% win chance sounds pretty generous, so that's definitely a sniper issue.
God, the multicast turning on to Fado White Ochus. They pull him in. The shackles are there, but the force staff. Okay. Oh, and then he's coming back in. Yep, that's going to be a dead ogre. Does have buyback.
That was a shocking amount of spells for a position 5.
He's a big boy.
3,670 damage.
Jeez. That's a good amount.
Yeah, we can just stare at this for like 2 minutes before they push again, if you guys want. Sound good?
Wait for the ward.
Could just like overanalyze this, yeah. So we had 2 Fade Bolts.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, and he's the pretty kitty healing ward. It's also nice. And Sniper, oh, Weapus! All right, Weapus was done, it turns out. That's weird.
He's the professional. Let's be real.
Can I get the Observer Weapus thing, please, production?
Oh,
I mean, there's a shout out for our, but thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, follow him on Twitter, don't forget.
Well, see what they can do there is Chuan going to take a couple pot shots from the tier 4 towers. They pull him back in. They find that stun on the SCCC, hoping to make something happen, but this time will be the Megas. And Alliance going to have to try and mount a comeback. This team has done this type of thing before, though. Certainly this organization has.
It runs in the blood. Something in the water,
It's a
perhaps.
prerequisite, you know? You can't join this team if you can't defend against Megas.
Well, this will be a true trial and triumph of this team if they could do something like that, because this is an extremely hard game to do it in.
Hey, man, they've got the Midas Ogre, you know?
They've got the rad abilities of a Leshrac, you know? He gets, he's got the Edict Explosions. Right, one wave maybe out of place a little. Gets a refresher. Suddenly you're locked in a team fight, and there goes your throne. Who knows, guys?
I will say that I'm a little bit disappointed the Ogre went for the 40 strength instead of the Bloodlust attack speed. But I guess it's okay, you know? I always love to see more attack speed bumped up on those guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy he did, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. Give me that 40 strength all the time. It's so good. And look at this tactical use of the Midas versus Mega Creeps. Do you know how long it takes a position 5 to kill a Mega Creep?
Oh.
Way too long without a Midas that hits numerous creeps.
It just needs to be like every 30 seconds and then they're set.
Jeez, once the Jug is eating an Aghanims, you know the game has reached a certain point.
Well, and we just got 25 on Mag also, so extra empower damage and cleave for this hero that's just gone. Like, he also has a Moon Shard consumed, so everything.
To refresh, if you guys haven't seen this one in a while, the duration goes up a full second on the Omni Slash for the Juggernaut. You also have a cooldown now of 70 seconds. That's nice. That's more than halved.
That's really great.
From 145 to 70. That's fabulous. How does Void get 60 seconds, first off? I think OD Pixel's right about that Axe. That Axe is a little bit busted.
I'm so over Void. Hero's insane.
I can't believe this whole day everyone's over Caudle. That's the thing that's shocking me about these drafts.
It feels like that's the hero that everybody should be worried about.
Maybe they're all just really hoping Ice Frog will be like, oh, maybe he doesn't need to be nerfed.
Yeah.
Everyone just ditched him in the bans.
I
Go
don't
right
think
back to
it's happening.
spamming him in pubs.
That's not going to happen. They're just getting destroyed. There's no way he doesn't. Oh, this is a great time to show off the taunts, if nothing else, for these two teams as the lead continues to grow.
What do you call that tool that snuffs a candle?
A candle snuffer.
Is that actually what it's called?
Sure.
Well, he's getting snuffed because he's a big candle.
Are there any other GPM talents on these heroes?
Is that where we're at?
Omni's got 90. I don't think the
Oh,
other
I
ones
see.
do.
Some of our panelists are just going to take a little lie down on the rug. They see where this is going.
I mean, that's the thing that's really frustrating about this, I'm sure, for Aster as well, is like, how do you break the base? It's against a sniper who is fairly well stacked up at this point.
Well, the only person who should be frustrated is Fade because he's playing Lich. Everyone else has like all this room, right? If I'm Shaman, I'm like, nah, that's cool. I want Refresher. I want my Aghanims.
Do you think it's worth it for Limp to go for Rapier and just get rid of his boots at this point?
Is damage the issue? Like, will Rapier do enough?
I don't know. So I'm asking you.
I mean, I guess it is only the next logical progression, so yeah, probably. It's probably the next one. I like the Moon Shard, because then you have, like, the buyback and you're still valuable.
Okay. That sounds decent. They're all going to have their buybacks back up again when the push does come. And that was a point booster coming out, so the Omni, well, he's still a ways away from it.
Dude, this is the longest I've seen an Aghanims worked on by a hero. This is like a 20-minute egg. It's like a 25-minute eggs for a core.
Yeah.
That is depressing. This guy has a GPM talent.
You know, at the end of the game, you're going to see, like, that timing of the items
Yeah,
gone.
the little scroll.
It's just going to be one long line.
All right, we have a request.
We'll see if they can get it.
Oh, no.
Hey, guys, can we have a minute, please?
Yo, can you guys relax?
Can we restart? I got a little bit of lag at about minute 20.
I have some helpful tips here.
Oh.
Hero choices matter. Many heroes can counter other heroes, and many hero combinations are far more powerful and useful than any hero is alone. Wow.
That's some deep logic.
That is...
You know,
I could talk about that for a whole pause length.
I'll say this. I think that, like, these are kind of tailored to the level of the play. So you can adjust how often hero voices are heard in the settings menu. It's like that's the info that they feel like I need.
They're MMR-based tips.
Exactly.
That's
it's like
the next Valve update.
it's like very high-level stuff for these
Well,
players.
I've apparently lost a lot of MMR because I've got Magnetism Power ability.
Yeah.
Grants the target Cleave,
That's helpful.
which causes physical damage in an area around each attack. I've got like the Sesame Street tips coming out here.
Does it have that condescending tone of voice as well?
Yes,
Or is
I mean
that
it
just
does
you?
when
Okay.
it's that low. That's the severely lowbrow one. Where's my reason? You know, if there's an like
Yeah,
Aster, drop a reason in here with a question mark right now.
that's a good point.
I just get a pause, no communication.
I'm kind of wondering, like, if there's some mental, like, trying to get inside their heads. Like, obviously playing the Dota hasn't worked well enough for them at this point to win the game, so now we've got to, like...
Oh, boom, see?
Ah,
Yeah, see, that should have been way earlier. You missed out on your what's the matter.
they got it. Well, they got into what's the matter in the end.
Well, what's the matter? We just put nothing.
Yeah.
Just don't unpause. What? You guys don't want to break?
I gotta pee. It's been so long. We haven't had a game that's 50 minutes in this tournament. Have we had a long one before?
Yeah, there was a like 70 or 80-minute one that dragged on.
All right. Fair enough.
Do you think like if the wireless component that you're using like dies, you have to do like a pit stop style? Like there's like a manager and stuff, and like one guy's grabbing the batteries and
Right.
unwrapping the package, the other guy's like opening and going to the responsible environmental waste depot to drop the batteries, like you guys always should at home.
That's right.
Very important.
That's a lesson for all you folks out there.
Oh, don't want that mercury in your dump.
I will say that I think that's the, like, production job, right?
They don't appreciate that.
No, I think that's what they're supposed to do, right? Like, they're in charge of keeping up all of the equipment for the players. Am I wrong in that?
Oh no, I don't think so. If that's your battery, you know,
Okay.
that's like.
That's fair. Production tells us it depends on the company.
Well, you meant for the player playing.
Yes, for the player playing.
Yeah, I see what you were saying. No, that's definitely a team manager issue.
That's a team
If
manager,
your guys
okay.
are rocking wireless stuff, like I'm sorry, that's not the admin's job to get you new batteries. That's on you. Get the hardwired stuff.
I've got the Amazon Basics at home. Those are
God.
quality.
20,000 of these mechanical keyboard guys are just like,
Yeah,
cringe.
I know,
Amazon Basic.
Dude, you got to do what you got to do, right? I'm like the old man with a Nokia. You know, I don't want a smartphone.
Nokia?
Nokia.
What is it? What is it? Nokia?
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, it's definitely not Nokia.
What's Nokia?
Oh,
I don't know,
jeez.
man. You got your freaky deaky Canadian talk coming out from the other side.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
So they're just gonna
Wow,
keep
there
farming.
sure is a lot of talk to go about here, guys.
They're just running out. Like, they're literally just AFK farming in the jungle. It's pretty great, though. Is this the punishment for the pause? Is that what we're seeing?
I mean, they use the Aegis and the Refresher Shard to take both lanes. They got Megas, and then you say, okay, let's wait. We got a cheese. Get another Refresher.
Yeah.
Who wants the next Aghanims here, guys? Shadow Shaman was a fool and bought... See, he should have bought the Refresher and waited for the next Roach for the
you're right.
Ags.
That's the play.
And instead, I guess Magnus is going to get it, because, like,
There's
Razor
nobody
has
else.
one, Jug has one.
Oh, Lich could be okay.
Actually, Lich is better at this point than
Yeah.
Mag. The Mag one is just...
It ain't good.
Nah.
Oh. Courier.
You know what they should do to this?
Vision.
Since he's like kind of an offlane hero, what do you guys... Damage reduction on Shockwave, yeah? Yeah?
Ooh.
Let's go with that. Like, it reduces the damage output of your enemies if you
I
hit
like
them.
that idea.
That'd be pretty
That
hype.
sounds
Then it would be like useful after RP.
And you'd have to, like, skill shot it in a way.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Shockwave stuns. That's the real
All right,
one.
now we're talking. Magnus Aghanim's Rush. RP into, what, 2-second stun?
I like that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Instead of a slow.
Yo, the other thing we should keep our eyes on is Lich is about to get 25, and I'm pretty sure you go the Frost Shield provides 60 HP regen. That sounds
yes.
disgusting.
Well, the best thing is that it's for your buildings.
Well, yeah, but they're not, I don't know if Alliance is going to hit a building.
I'm just
yet.
saying that's the best part of that talent. You know?
That's true. That is true.
On your allies, it's a little eh.
I mean, 60 HP regen's a lot. I guess that everybody's getting blown up so quickly now that it doesn't matter. So, let's see. Everybody still hanging on to buyback at this stage. The only person that doesn't have it is the Shadow Shaman and the Omni Knight, actually.
Fade's got that slot. Get in there, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Not for you, 3-3.
All right, you got the 60 HP regen. And the DD spawns top.
Dude, Boba's farming like a fiend, dude. He's hitting neutrals nonstop, trying to get up to that refresher, and oh boy, he's got it. Buy some clarities and on the run.
He's going to have to take a long walk, though. That's quite a little stretch for him.
This is very exciting. So his talents. He did take the Shackle Duration, not the Serpent Wards, unfortunately.
Okay.
But the Shackle Duration like won them the mid-game, so it was definitely the right call. But now he's just going to have 3 sets of wards.
Now, Trent, I'm going to say something a little bit shocking here, but I think this is going to be a hard fight for Alliance. Because they need to deal with
Wait,
the
have they
wards.
not been growing stronger sitting as 5 next to their throne?
I think it's going to be tough for them. We'll see how they do, though.
Why does Omni Knight meow?
I almost feel bad.
I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
I almost feel bad. All right, let's see it. Bloodlusted Towers. Glyph is up. What can they do?
Where's
XXS.
Bobica?
He's ready. He's hanging out in the back.
Oh, he's an arcane root. It's time to go,
Alright,
dude.
Let's see it. Jump in, Chuan. They got the wards down. 1 round, 2
Uno,
round.
dos.
And the sniper, he's taking it as they've already popped the glyph and doing a hell of a lot of damage there to the left as they pull him back in. Yule Scepter lift up. Nico Baby's still trying to live as they want to take down these wards, if at all possible. And SCC used Omni, but nothing happened. He went in this. They are still alive here for the moment. So all the wards used. Omni Slash is down as well. They're going to spin, try and take down buildings, but that spin's about to wear off. Can they make something happen here? Looking forward, the Shackle's coming from Handskins. He's pushed away. The particles don't line up properly, but they will find the Aegis kill.
Bobica, are you ever going to pull out that refresher shard, dude?
Round 2. And SCCC going to be controlled. The follow-up coming. Chain Frost is out. Can they kill him off in time? Down super low, and SCCC just barely able to get away. Looking for the RP. It's not going to be there. The gem's down. SCC is standing
Oh, he
still.
dies in
He
the
just
Mjolnir.
dies. He hit the
Oh,
E.
no.
The chase down. Are you kidding me? What in God's name? Oh, no. Fade. Fade. Handskin, he's got you in the sights now.
I mean,
Get him.
this is still fine, frankly,
Yeah.
because they did the same thing. They just threw everything. They now killed the tier 4s. And Shaman, again, he didn't pull out the shard. And he hit an Arcane Rune, which might be why he didn't do it, because now he's going to have the triple again.
All right, we got double catapults. We've got a, well.
We have an Ags, right? I believe we just saw ping there for the Omni. Or, sorry, not for the Omni, for the Sniper.
Yeah. Does he actually have it completed? Okay, he does.
Yep.
A little bit of a departure there as they find one.
Oh, Hanskin.
He's going to die. Does have buyback.
What you doing?
He wanted bounty runes.
I guess he thought they were playing the bottom bounties instead.
Yeah. Lesh finishes off the Octarine core now. And again, it's not the end of the world. They did use the Nico Baby buyback. But the game plan does not look like it's changed. We're at 61 minutes, and honestly, if I'm Aster, I don't think that you try and push again until you get the next Roche.
Yeah, Hanskin also was able to buy his Ags and still has buyout, so that's pretty nice.
Yep. Giving Fada the tip, don't know why. He's like, yeah, that Midas, good choice.
Yeah, it's been really paying off. What has he gotten since then? The Ghost, the Lotus? That's a little disappointing. I mean, we're still waiting on that Scythe. That's the big ticket item that this thing's going to pay it off for.
And, I mean, again, just the way to
Did
deal
he just
with
get
the
a
Megas.
1?
Yeah, he did.
Ah, damn. That's harsh.
That sucks.
I mean, what's the percent on that there, Cap? Isn't that like a negative 5%, I've heard?
It's not good.
I've heard the math from these guys.
All right, we got Limp with that Ags. And the smoke up coming from Aster.
You know what it was? He didn't prep the multicast.
Oh, that's true.
Come
How to
on,
do
man.
that. We have Refresher Orb, Refresher Shard, and the wards ready to go from Bobica. Round 2, they could just want to end this game off here. Let's see if they can do it. Limp on the low ground. Got to be careful about that nullifier as well.
Bobica's so ready right now.
Just thinking.
He's got another Arcane.
That's why they want to go.
All right, replace your Tranquils.
On jumps into the midst of them. They're already out with the Lotus Orb. Limp turning to fight. Fear pulls him in a little bit closer. Limp in a little bit of trouble, turns to take him down. Bobica, he's dead. They stole the wards. Going to be able to turn it now back against them. And in a ton of trouble, Chuan, he's gone far too far. They've already bought out. There's no buyback for the Shaman. I don't know if it matters as they get the RP.
What?
But they jump away.
Now he has RP.
They're able to get away. The RP's down. He's trying to run out of there. Limp's got him in his sights. Peep, peep, as they take down the Razor, take down everybody.
All right, this is why you wait for the next Roche, guys.
What are you doing?
This is for all the times you've ever gotten angry at a team like, why don't they just end? This is why. This is what happens. Good God, look at that sniper damage. The one man, Lich was the backbone of that team fight for Aster.
Again, for anybody that hasn't seen the sniper or Aghanims as well, this puts a big old reticle on top of people and it turns into Call of Duty.
That's pretty much it, eh?
Yeah, I think so. That's what we saw right there.
Well, how the turns have tabled.
Yeah, that's the phrase.
Yep.
Are they going to force buybacks here? Can you force buybacks? I don't know.
I mean, Alliance, like, Nico Baby still doesn't have buyback for 3.5 minutes, which is going to be likely the next Roche fight unless they get a very fortunate timing. So that's, like, sort of a slight issue. Now, this I like. The Refresher finish for 3-3. This is actually 100% worth getting rid of your buyback for.
CCC looking for somebody, but he's not finding him.
Jug, yeah, he's going to TP back.
Buyback from Lich. They want to take this down so they can't get the regen afterwards. Nico
Oh
Baby still hiding off on the side, so they do manage to get the tier 3 tower.
Now they can get that shrine. They know they're going to that shrine. I just saw the Razor ping it. Do they fight them?
No, they just get out. They don't even want to
All
tempt
right,
fate. That's
fair
the
enough.
good play. Good play there.
The only problem is that now you didn't really get a benefit from taking this tier 3 because you didn't clean up the shrine, so you're not going to have an even fight if it comes to the Roche pit. They're going to have buyback opportunities and get back into the engagement. Then again, I mean, there's probably bots options for most of these heroes at this point due to the gold on the Radiant. Like Rubik even is close to having them with buyback.
There's just gems littering the ground.
Yeah, no cares.
Pick up your trash, guys. Come on. Even maybe they're trying to bait him. That's the play. You bait him into getting the gem, and then Sniper just eats you alive.
Did anyone tell Bobica he has a refresher share? Did Lich just sneak it into his inventory and he didn't notice?
I feel like Bobica needs like a Ghost Scepter or something. Oh god, don't walk there. But the jump in, they had the vision. They got him caught. And on top of all of them, the Mute comes out. Meanwhile, Bobica dropping down the wards. Can they kill off any of these heroes? There's the RP already out, but not doing quite enough damage. So they do lose the Ogre, and now also looking to maybe lose Nico Baby. As the jump was a little bit ill-advised, but they're healing through this.
They
Gets
got
pulled back in. The Skewer, how did they find him? Oh, there's no buyback on Nico Baby. SCCC finds the triple kill. Limp is going to have to do it all and a bit more as 65 minutes in. It's just the sniper that's left
All
there
right, they
alive.
have another ulti.
They're ready for round 2. The RP pulls it back in. The Hex is out afterwards, trying to keep this alive. They've got the clip still working for them. As the GA comes out afterwards, they still can't take down that Ancient. But as they chase down another XXS, going to take a good bit of damage, but there's going to be the Omni Slash on top of one, switching over the damage onto Handskin. But guess what? This game is Defense of the Ancients, and Alliance have lost. As Aster pull it back to 1 game apiece.
They made the fatal error of leaving the high ground for a fight when you have the sniper on your team. And they actually threw a sentry up on that high ground. It was hard to tell if it was like at the same moment they were jumping in, but it felt like Aster were just like, yeah, okay. Just come on. Maybe they'll go for the jump on us out here. And they did. And, wow. So this all started when they got that very fortunate pickoff on the Leshrac when he TP'd in.
Yeah.
And they hexed him on the Shrine. He got the kill right when he had purchased his BKB when Alliance were feeling like they were at a peak there. And then just some of their heroes stalling out here. Let's see. All right. So he picked up a Yules at 23 minutes. And he got the Aghanims. Oh, he picked up a 4-staff first. Okay. All right, he got a 4-staff at 37. But he had the execute for a long time 54. Until he finally got a 54. That was a bit rough.
Yeah.
Hard game.
For the Omni Knight there.
Yes, of course.
About. Yeah, very, very tough one. It feels like there's so much to talk about that, we're not even going to worry about it. Because guess what? We got some people over at the panel who got some words, so let's hear what they have to say.
Words.
Words are what we do have in a game that indeed was. It was a long one. It was 1-1, Alliance versus Aster. OD Pixel Cap. What was that? What the hell just happened? Break it down.
I don't know. It felt like Limp. I bet at the end he was happy because at the start they weren't getting the sniper involved. I think Limp sort of had a different idea to the rest of his team. The rest of his team was like, "We're gonna win. We're stomping. Let's end it up." Limp's, he's hitting the creeps. He's saying, "I want to get a bit more farm," And then by the time they get mega creep, Limp's like, "All right, this is my time to shine." And he's doing the damage and stuff, but.
You know Alliance lost, right?
Well, no, I know, yeah. The rest of the team are like,
what?
Limp, why couldn't you do this sooner? Why did you have to wait until 60 minutes? We were winning this game at 30 minutes. I don't know, it all went downhill for Alliance, I think, when those sort of mid-game buybacks come out.
Yeah.
Whenever you have a lead and you're buying back to win a fight, and then the fight goes okay, that's always sort of the beginning of the end. And I gotta say,
you don't actually catch them, right?
No,
they end up walking away from the fight.
Because it was all 3 of their cores as well, buying back sort of around that mid-game Roshan fight. And then I think you got to hand it to SCCC. I think he has these games where the Aster, if they can stall it for him, his farming patterns, I think he died 3 times at the start of the game, and then for the longest of periods, he just never got caught out. He was miles ahead of everyone else because of the speed he could farm with the mags in power. And I don't know, Alliance, they just lost it. After those buybacks, I think it was kind of game over from that point. Yeah. They're giving away their advantage. Did they ever get? Well, it took them. Did they ever get tier 3 tower?
They got
the
the
base?
1 tier 3.
They got
at the
very end. At the very
end. When
they
got
didn't even
mega.
break the base with the advantage they had early on. So I think they're going to be kicking themselves a little bit. I think Kyle was right, as Trent was saying. The idea of trying to have Limp be sort of the Nico Baby doesn't seem to have sort of the same reliability as when you have Nico Baby being that sort of late game hard carry. Even though Nico Baby for all purposes, his early game was brilliant. Like he was playing the less great.
And then that 1 TB to the Shrine.
Yeah.
He died. Cap, Aster, they played pretty well as well, right? Like we can look at Alliance and see where they messed up, but they just played the map, right? The Jug, he just farmed. That's what you got to do when you have a mag Jug, and then they moved around the map. What do you feel about that game? Anything stand out?
No, I think that Aster just played all around pretty well. I think they itemized quite nicely. So like some of the early BKBs killed a lot of damage from the sniper off of his Maelstrom, and then they're both agility heroes, so they had pretty high armor. Even worse when they get level 20, at least Jug anyway, had that 10 armor talent. Razor actually didn't go for it, surprisingly. But it just felt like Limp was just never really doing any damage.
Until the end.
Yeah.
When he was
Until
like, yeah, I'm here, boys. Like, Limp was been mega creeped. He's like, oh, I've got this, lads.
I'm online. 70 minutes in.
So, I mean, we talk about this, like the limping, the win condition. I mean, a little bit goes back to the draft then on fodder, right? Because you kind of set yourself up to do that. Like, do you think the draft was the problem? Where'd it go wrong in the picks, do you think? If it is.
Well, to go back to that idea of, like, here's the way you should draft for this team. Like, Nico Baby should be on the harder carry. Lim should be on the Space Maker. If you are looking to win TI, which is what all these teams are looking at, right?
You would want to, yeah.
You need to be able you would need to be able to have a little bit more depth to you, and you should be able to switch up those roles. I don't know. I would have to like relook at the draft. I'm not sure. Like I felt kind of confident about it. I thought the sniper was going to be a fine pickup for them, but then it just felt like he was never able to do any damage. And I'm not sure if Limp did anything like too wrong, but
there you go,
draft
look at down
that.
there.
Draft for us again. I mean, I guess the combination of like them having like these two agility heroes are going to have high armor, and then they also have the Lich that is going to be able to negate a lot of that damage.
Yeah. Is it this Omni? I mean, we talked about it. You're the offline guy as well. Did you just feel you had to take the Omni once the mag got taken? Because we've seen the Omni's stock has fallen quite a bit. And he didn't. I mean, I would say 33 might have had the worst game out of everyone. It didn't feel like – I didn't feel his impact in it, honestly.
Legion Commander wasn't banned, right?
I don't believe it was, no.
So in that regard, I think Legion Commander might be the better opener. Because Legion's also good against these mag lineups, because his timing is like pretty aggressive. He plays really well into both Juggernaut and PA, you know, because you have this BKB piercing disable, and your Blade Mail is really good against both of them. So maybe that would have been better than the Omni Knight. Yeah, just it did feel like Omni Knight was kind of lackluster, as was the sniper. Nico Baby is Leshrac. I mean, good performance by him on the Leshrac. Lesh is still an obviously very strong meta hero, so
it is. Might see more of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that means we are gonna have a game 3. Are you guys feeling? I mean, obviously Aster took the game 2, so they have a little more. You know, we're feeling good. We just won the last game. Before we see the picks, who are you guys feeling?
I still would favour Alliance this matchup. As I said off the back of that draft, I just felt if they're opening with the Jug Mag and the game's going to go late, they're going to feel pretty happy with Jug Mag Aster. So I don't know if necessarily Alliance will ban one of the two, but I don't know. Alliance, they had that really strong opening. They should have been able to close it up.
Did good.
And you know, I think we've learned from this team they can learn from the mistakes and pretty quickly as well. So still favour Alliance to close up.
Yeah, and well, we need a game 3, that means. So ladies and gentlemen, please stick around. Can Aster, will they stay alive, or will Alliance, one of the fan favorites here, can they pull out a game 3 after that tough game 2? Stick around and find out.